Okay, so I have three secrets of adulthood that I have been working on for the past couple of days, or really my whole life, my whole adult life, and all my previous incarnations and existences, and their adult lives as well. But these three secrets, I call them spiritual secrets, really came to me in the last few days, maybe 3 days. So let's begin. Number one, let it go. Whatever it is, it's probably not worth getting even more gray hairs about. The thing about adulthood is that time speeds up. When you're 20 and you're told you have to wait 1 year for something, I mean, according to you, that's 5% of your life, like 5% of your previous life up until now. You don't really know what it feels like to wait a year and it not be a thing, you know? Like, you wait a year, but it feels like such a long time because your frame of reference is so short. But as you get a little bit older, you realize the years go by pretty quickly, and things that take longer than a year, it's not that much of a big deal, and for whatever it is, it's probably worth it. So let it go and relax. A sub point, a sub secret to this is that the best decisions are made when you're relaxed, and things have a way of coming together while you're relaxed. So just let it go. Be relaxed. There's a quote I have above my desk at work, and it says, do something calming. Well, the gist of it is do something calming before making a big decision. The monks used to sit and hear the rocks grow, which is very fascinating. It's about, well, I interpret it as meditation, but it's about something just to be calm, just to not focus on yourself and get so caught up in the minutia, and think about all the world that we're connected to, the nature. Be one with the flow, be one with nature. Okay, that's actually a very Taoist remark. The wisdom of the Tao, there's one of the pieces of wisdom in Lao Tzu's book that is, the Tao does nothing and yet leaves nothing undone. And when you look at nature, we call her Mother Nature, but it's just really, nature is just an energy that combines all the trees, all the plants, all the flora and fauna of the world, and you see how ecosystems work together and just doing nothing. There's no guiding light, there's no guiding hand. It's just doing nothing, and yet everything gets done. And if animals go extinct for natural reasons, there's probably something to that. And there's a food chain, and the trees grow acorns that the squirrels eat, and then they drop to the ground and fertilize the soil to help build new trees. So it works. Okay, secret number two. The reward for doing good work is usually more work. Embrace it. So this is a kind of funny one because you expect, as a child, you expect the reward to be a gold medal or a silver cup or something that you can show, look at this that I did, that I won, look at me. But the rewards in adulthood are much more subtle and they're much more purposeful. So if you're doing good work, the reward is probably going to be more work assigned to you or more work you pick up because you're obviously a bigger channel for God's work working through you. So why wouldn't you want to do work? Why would you want to be lazy? Go out there and don't be afraid of the pressure or responsibility because you can handle it. And also, it's really the fear of the pressure and the responsibility that holds you back, not the pressure and responsibility itself. So, the reward for doing good work is usually more work. Embrace it. Okay. Lesson number 3. Your world may look imperfect, but it's probably all right. And the reason I say this is you might have it in your head that you want your job to look a certain way, or your partner, or your friends, or your music skill, or you want to beat your record time while biking through the mountains or something, but it may look a little strange. You know, you may have someone at work who isn't really saying what you want to hear, but is saying what you need to hear, is steering the company in the right way that's aligned to your interests, but maybe you don't feel, or you don't have control over everything that person is saying. Or in a relationship, you may think it's imperfect and shouldn't they be doing this for me? And blah, 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 but it's probably all right. And if you take a step back on our self-criticism and perfectionism, you'll probably get to where you're going a whole lot faster. But remember that you are always exactly where you need to be. You are always right where you are. That's a very important point that I don't think a lot of people grasp, because it's so simple. You are always right where you are. Not 5 years in the future, not 5 minutes ago, not in another country, even though you're looking at somebody's picture on Instagram. You are where you are right now. I'm with my books. I'm with you all. I'm talking into a camera on my computer. I am always right where I am. Now, the corollary to this third point is that it's okay to wait to satisfy your standards. And I think that's a really important point. So something that maybe isn't moving forward the way you want it to may look imperfect. It may look wobbly and bobbly, but it's probably all right for you right now in this step that you're going through. But if you're looking for something, say the job or a house or a partner, it's okay to wait to fulfill your standards. Don't settle for anything less than what you feel you deserve, but also don't be, so spoiled about it. Be reasonable, but know that you are worth a lot. Everyone is worth a lot, and everyone deserves pure and unadulterated happiness. So don't settle for anything less than that. And sometimes that even means looking inside and seeing that you could be making yourself upset. And it's okay to keep going. Like, the message here is just keep going, And that's, I think, rule number 3 and this corollary, or lesson number 3 and this corollary. Like, it may look imperfect, but it's probably all right. Just keep going. Because, like I said in the first point, adulthood seems a lot shorter once you've lived a few more years. Once you're 30, it'll take 6 years to be 20% of your life. So when someone tells you when you're 30, wait 1 year, you're like, okay, that's okay. I know what that's like. Because also when you're 20, each year you were a different person. You were older, your body was different, you were stronger, you were going through a different phase, and your mind was changing so rapidly that 1 year felt like a long time. But when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50, it goes by like minutes. So don't worry about it. Just keep going. And it's like Winston Churchill said, if you're going through hell, just keep going, because you'll get to heaven. You'll move on. This week, I heard Jack Ma speak at a conference that Alibaba was hosting, and Jack Ma is the founder and executive chairman of the board of Alibaba, or executive chairman of Alibaba. But he spoke about his challenges in starting Alibaba, starting a company, and he said, the first day, there's a lot of challenge. It's very bleak. The second day gets harder, it's worse, it's darker. The third day is heaven, it is paradise. Most people die on the second day. So just keep going, get to that third day, get where you want to go, and just be. The hard times will come just as the good times will. Remember what I said earlier, the rewards are subtle. The rewards are more subtle in adulthood. So when you're on a high, don't get so over involved like the champagne bubbles. Don't get so hopped up on your own energy, because you're going to pop just like those bubbles will, and you'll go flat just like day old champagne will. So be calm and be like the water. Be like the Tao who does nothing and does nothing undone. You just want to go with the flow and be active. That doesn't mean you're like being passive and lying about just in a hammock feeding yourself grapes, but it means that you are taking the bad with the good and just being neutral. I think that's the hardest part of being on earth in this life. Being in life is just to be neutral about things, and not so much neutral because we have emotions for a reason and I think they're important, but to be have a base level that you can return to where you know that everything's all right, you're okay, and let go. Those are the 2 most important words that you'll ever learn in this life, is to let go. Let go of insults, let go of observations, let go even of happiness. Be happy, and laugh, but also let it go. You know, don't cling to anything. Don't cling to that happiness, because that happiness might set you up for failure, right? Like if you're clinging to a party where you felt happy, or if you're clinging to even drug addiction, if you're clinging to that high where you felt happy, that's not good either. So you want to be able to be calm and have a base level and feel really grounded down to the earth. One of the best tactics I use is I go and stand next to a tree and I put my feet on the ground and my hands down my sides, almost like mountain yoga pose, those who do yoga. And I breathe in and I breathe out. You can do this sitting down. You just imagine put your feet on the floor, and I like to imagine roots from the bottoms of my feet growing right into the earth. And if I'm on the second, third, fourth, 20th, 40th floor of a building, I just imagine these roots being so powerful that they go right through all the floors below me, through the foundation, through the underground parking garage, um, through all the basements down right into the earth, and they grow and they take root and they take hold, and then the earth, the beautiful Mother Earth, unadulterated, untainted soil is supporting me as I stand tall. And if you look at trees, you can learn a lot from them because they go side to side. Their leaves rustle in the wind. Their leaves even fall from the tree. They're not so attached to them. Imagine a tree that was attached to dead leaves. You don't want that. You want renewal. Even their bark falls, their acorns fall, their fruit falls. I picked this from a tree today. I don't know what it is. It smells like a lime, but it's not really lime season. But the tree allows itself to go. It's flexible, but it's so sturdy, so grounded. That's how you want to feel in your emotions. When emotions are swirling around you, when panic, fear, excitement, allow yourself to be very calm. You'll feel like you're encompassed in a hug all the time. You'll feel so unconditionally, so beautifully loved 100% of your existence all the time, even when you're upset or angry or sad. And actually, the more you do this, the more you feel grounded and you believe in these spiritual lessons I taught you today, the less you will feel those other emotions. You'll just be very totally balanced. So I'll leave you with that final note. Be like nature and allow nature to work through you. Just be, just relax. And when you have a major decision, go outside, sit down, and listen to the rocks grow. Okay, bye for now.